This is the real secret of life. To be completely engaged in what you are doing in the here and now. And instead of calling it work, realize it is play. This will be very helpful for building eCourse platforms and online communities into the vision you behold in your heart. Today, Master ZenTeach will share with you about community and gamification.
Welcome to next class. We're going to talk about community and gamification. Let's start with gamification. It's something very important that you all need to know and understand before making gamification in your course. Gamification does not mean badges, even though badges can help with gamification. Just because you have badges does not mean your course is necessarily gamified. What's very important about gamification is that your course just feels like a game. Sometimes badges can be very helpful to help with that, but you don't necessarily need the badges. So just understand. Make course feel very much like game. Make it feel fun and play. And that's gamification. Next, let's talk about community.
Master ZenTeach,
Yes, Secretary.
could you give us some examples on how to use gamification?
Of course I can. Let's see. A couple great examples of gamification and how to apply to your course. Number 1, a heartfelt challenge is more gamification than an empty badge. Number 2, badges are a reward. So you can give one badge easy, but don't give them all away for free. Make them work for badge. Number 3, badges are for fun, so make them very fun. Number 4, spend your time coming up with games and challenges, not just coming up with badges. And number 5, coming up with badges will not make your course desirable. Making a desirable, fun, challenging, gamified course will make your course desirable. Does that answer your question?
Yes, Master ZenTeach, thank you.
Excellent. Let's move on to building great community and key things about community you must understand. It's not about technology to build good community. Don't worry about technology. Whether you use Facebook group or advanced forum, be simple, start small, work with what you can honestly work with and go from there. What's most important thing about community is that you have engaged community and that you build a great culture around your course. So it's best to start with Facebook group and grow out to Facebook group than to start with big forum and have empty cricket forum. So, couple key points I would like to point out from my notes. Number 1, a thriving Facebook group is always better than an empty forum. Number 2, when you give your calls to actions in your course and your to-do items, always encourage your students to come back to community to share and discuss. Number 3, be engaged and care about your participants. Don't just let your community do the forum by themselves. You need to be there in the center of it all. Until your forum is happening and thriving and bustling and hustling, then it just go by itself. And number 4, consider the type of culture that you want to create in your community and keep that in mind as you build community. Now you know about community and gamification. That is all.
Thank you, Master ZenTeach. That was a great lesson. Now let us get to the calls to action, your exercise. In your journal, make a list of different exercises, challenges, and other creative ways that will give your course a gamified feel and engage your customers. Number 2, describe the culture and kind of community experience you want your participants to have. That is all. See you in the next lesson where Master ZenTeach will teach you about outsourcing for your eCourse platform development. That is all.